Hi, I'm going to show you a brief screencast using a PowerPoint slide. This one is on Snagit. Okay, so right now I'm recording the screen. You can see how messy my desktop is. By the way, if you look at any kinds of tutorials, it'll tell you don't have a messy desktop because it's distracting to people. So I apologize for distracting you. Okay, so first we're just going to activate our screencast. So you can see here I have my lovely screencast. One of the things you will note is that on PowerPoint, you know how you can write on PowerPoint slides. This can be really helpful when you're doing a screencast because then you can pick a pen color and you can write as you go. So if you wanted to do some math or draw some diagrams of teeter-totter or whatever, then you can add those while you're talking, and that can be really helpful to you if another source of distraction to your students potentially. There's different types of software you can use. Right now I'm using Snagit. Snagit is, whoops, see, that's what happens when you forget to move your pen. That was very helpful for everyone. Okay, so pen, Snagit. Snagit, Jing, and Camtasia are all made by the same company. Snagit is a little bit more expensive. I think I got mine for $20. It might be up to $30 now. I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. But it lets you both take screenshots of entire web pages, so it'll scroll down for you, which is really helpful to me in some of the research that I do. But it also does these little mini screencasts. And Jing is a little bit, it's set up very similarly. The difference is that it only lets you record for 5 minutes and then it cuts you off. And it doesn't have quite the editing capability that Snagit has, and then Camtasia even takes the editing up another notch. So that gives you an idea. Edu Creations, I'll do a separate little introduction for you, and Screencast-O-Matic, same thing. Those are both free. Edu Creations is mostly useful if you're doing it on your iPad or other tablet, and Screencast-O-Matic you can do online. Adobe Captivate I'm adding just because I happen to get it for free. It's like 500 bucks, but you might find that if your school wants you to do things like flipping the classroom, that they are willing to buy that for you. So it makes very slick podcasts. The learning curve is extremely high, so that's one of those where you're going to have to really read up on it. So tips, write a script. I totally did not follow that tip for this particular screencast, so again, do as I say, not as I do. Or at least you can write an outline to help you remember what you're going to say. These PowerPoint slides really help with that. Using an external microphone will give you better sound quality than just using the internal microphone that comes with whatever your computer is. And it's helpful if you want to make it anything other than I just slap this together to watch some tutorials so that you can see some of the fun things that your particular software package can do. Just to show you really quick what the Snagit interface looks like. It installs a little icon up here. Using this, I could stop the recording, pause the recording, cancel, mute the audio, any of that stuff I could do as we're going. The other thing about the Snagit is that when I'm not recording, I have a little side, I have a little icon on the side that comes out so that I can take pictures as I go. So that's the basics of Snagit. If you think you might be interested in purchasing it, check it out. You can just, you can follow the link in D2L if you're a biology person, or you can just Google Snagit, S-N-A-G-I-T. That's it, thanks.